हेलो एंड वेलकम माय डियर फ्रेंड्स। आज हम बात करेंगे प्रिपरेशन एंड प्रॉपर्टीज ऑफ two polymers, that is Orlon and Teflon. These are also the addition polymers. So Orlon is basically a polymer of vinyl cyanide. So Orlon जो है it is the polymer of vinyl cyanide as monomeric unit. इसका दूसरा नाम है एक्राइलोनाइट्राइल। एक्राइलोनाइट्राइल. So the monomeric unit is vinyl cyanide or acrylonitrile, that is CN double bond CH2. So it's vinyl cyanide or acrylonitrile. And for its preparation, how much you kept the pressure? Pressure is atmospheric pressure. Atmospheric pressure. But you keep the temperature as 40 degrees Celsius, and you are using a catalyst, that is benzoyl peroxide. जब भी आपके पास peroxide की बात आती है, that means you are having a mechanism of polymerization, that is free radical, because peroxide से आपको radicals बनते हैं. Radical फिर उस process को initiate करता है, propagate करता है, then you are getting finally the polymer. I have already discussed this once we studied mechanism of polymerization. Anyways, now what is the reaction? Reaction is, so you are having CH single bond CN double bond CH2, it's N times over here. It gets polymerized under those conditions. So temperature is 40 degrees C and you have 1 atmospheric pressure, and then you are having benzoyl peroxide as catalyst. So what you are getting is, you have to write CH single bond CN then single bond CH2. ये डबल बॉन्ड काटना है, यहाँ और एक बॉन्ड डालना है, यहाँ एक बॉन्ड डालना है, होल N करना है. So this is the polyacrylonitrile, or you are having one more name for it, or polyvinyl cyanide, or you can have one more name for it, that is Orlon, or you are having one more name for it, that is acrylene. Acrylon. So these are the four names, ACRI, acrylon. So these are the four names of this particular polymer. Now what are its properties? Properties and uses. ये जो polymer है, it is basically usually exist as fibers. Usually exist as fibers. It is resistant to ये fibers में exist करता है. Textile fibers especially, इससे हम बनाते हैं clothes. So it's textile fibers, exist as textile fibers. It is resistant to most chemicals. It is resistant to most organic compounds, most chemicals, but may get affected. Most chemicals, sunlight or UV light. So it's not attacked by UV light, it's not attacked by chemicals, it's not easily attacked by sunlight, away from UV light, which can involve your visible light, infrared radiations, etc. So it's resistant to them, but may get affected by highly polar liquids or bases. Strong bases अगर होंगे तब ये अफेक्ट हो सकते हैं, या फिर अगर आपके पास हाईली पोलर लिक्विड्स होंगे तब जो है ये अफेक्ट हो सकते हैं, बट नॉट to normal chemicals. And it's resistant to acids also. कितने भी acid strong होंगे, they are resistant to it. I hope you understand it. Next is, it's having low elasticity. 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 It doesn't stretch much, so slight stretch. It doesn't stretch much, so there's a slight stretch of it. Hence is used for knitted wear. Knitted wear means you are making clothes of it. Making clothes. आप clothes को woven कर रहे हैं, बनाते हैं, तो it's essential for that. So knitted wear. So it's having low elasticity, means it doesn't stretch much. So उस हिसाब से जो है, it's useful for knitted wear. That means you are making clothes out of it. Next is drapability. It's having a good drapability. Drapability means जो क्लोथ्स आप इससे जो फैब्रिक्स और क्लोथ्स आप ऑर्लॉन से बनाते हैं वो अच्छे लगते हैं. दे लुक ब्यूटिफुल. सो दैट्स कॉल्ड ड्रेपेबिलिटी. ब्यूटिफाइंग हम अभी लिखेंगे. सो इट्स ब्यूटिफाइंग फाइबर्स. मतलब ये वो वाले फाइबर्स है जो ब्यूटिफाइंग है, गुड लुकिंग है, तो दैट्स कॉल्ड ड्रेपेबिलिटी. सो इस टेक्सटाइल फाइबर्स जो हम बनाते हैं ऑर्लॉन से, दे आर हैविंग गुड ड्रेपेबिलिटी, इंडिकेटिंग दैट दे आर लुकिंग गुड and they are having beautifying fiber. That's a beautifying fiber. That is adornability. That's also called as adornability. Next is they have low thermal conductivity. Low thermal conductivity. They do not conduct thermally much, so they don't become hot easily. So they have low thermal conductivity. So these are some of the properties of Orlon. So important point is it's essentially used for clothing purposes, and those clothes are having good drapability and they are having good resilience also. They are having good resilience. We can write here good resilience, meaning that they won't wrinkle. They won't wrinkle easily. So ये wrinkle easily नहीं होंगे due to excellent resilience. Hence is used for men and women dresses. That's why they are used for men and women dresses. मेल और फीमेल के ड्रेसेस जो है उनमें ये इस्तेमाल होता है ये ऑर्लॉन बिकॉज ऑफ गुड रेजिलियंस की वजह से क्या होता है, दे डोंट रिंकल इजीली. सो ये रिंकल इजीली नहीं होते हैं. दैट्स व्हाई दे आर एसेंशियल फॉर मेन एंड वुमेन ड्रेसेस. आई टोल्ड यू इट इज जो ऑर्लॉन है इट्स एक्सक्लूसिवली यूज्ड फॉर टेक्सटाइल फाइबर्स. इससे हम क्लोथ्स बनाते हैं और वो क्लोथ्स गुड लुकिंग भी है बिकॉज ऑफ दे आर हैविंग गुड ड्रैपेबिलिटी. थर्मल कंडक्टिविटी कम है, रेजिलियंस अच्छी है, दे डोंट रिंकल इजीली. And one more thing, they are resistant to most chemicals, light and sun, UV light also, but because of highly polar liquids or bases they may get affected. And next is they are having low elasticity. They can be woven. We can have a knitted wear fabric. I hope you understand it. Next हमारे पास है, we are having the next thing, that is the Teflon. So number second is Teflon. Teflon is the one more addition polymer. So it is the polymer of tetrafluoroethene. क्या मतलब, CF2 डबल बॉन्ड CF2. अगर आप इथीन लेते, इथीन में यहाँ पे CH2 डबल बॉन्ड CH2 होता, H की जगह अब F है, तो that's tetrafluoroethene. That's called as the monomer. This is the monomeric unit in case of Teflon. And how much you kept the pressure? Pressure you kept as high pressure. You are using high pressure over here in this particular process. High pressure, and temperature you kept as 30 to 40 degrees Celsius. And the catalyst you are using is again benzoyl peroxide, indicating that the reaction mechanism for this polymerization is a free radical mechanism. So what is the reaction? Reaction is CF2 double bond CF2 n times polymerization. So we are having high pressure over here. We're having around 40 degrees Celsius temperature, and then we are having benzoyl peroxide as catalyst. So you are getting CF2 single bond CF2 dash dash karke whole n dal do. So this is called as Teflon. It's also called as poly tetrafluoroethene. This is the another name for it, that's Teflon. So what are the uses and properties of Teflon? So we have properties. So the first property is it's a white solid. It is a white solid at room temperature. Next is its melting point is around 600 Kelvin, and it's chemically resistant. It's chemically resistant. जैसे सारे पॉलीमर्स अभी तक हमने पढ़े देवर केमिकली रेजिस्टेंट, बट अभी हमने बात की थी विद रिगार्ड टू Orlon that can get affected by highly poor liquids or strong bases. It's chemically resistant also, but can get affected by alkali metals. Alkali metals मतलब lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, अगर इनके साथ इसका रिएक्शन करा जाए तो they can react, so they can get affected by alkali metals. Otherwise they are chemically resistant. Next is they are resistant towards heat and low temperature. Resistant towards heat and low temperature means that अगर टेम्परेचर बढ़ा दिया जाए, हाई टेम्परेचर करा जाए, then they are not getting affected easily. So that's resistance. That's resistant to high temperature as well as resistant to low temperature. So low temperature अगर आप करेंगे माइनस में तो भी इसको कुछ नहीं होगा, अगर आप हाई टेम्परेचर करेंगे तो भी इसको कुछ नहीं होगा. So because of this they can be used, because of this thing that it is resistant towards heat and low temperature as well as chemical resistance, they can be used for, hence used to coat medical appliances and beads. जो हम इस्तेमाल करते हैं मैग्नेटिक बीड्स, जो हम इस्तेमाल करते हैं मैग्नेटिक बीड्स जब हम स्टरिंग करते हैं किसी लिक्विड की इन अ फ्लास्क. पहले तो हम स्टरिंग करते थे यूजिंग, अगर आपके पास एक फ्लास्क है, कोनिकल फ्लास्क, आप इसमें कुछ लिक्विड है, आपको इसको शेक कराना है, आप इसमें गिलास रॉड डाल देते हो, शेक कर देते हो. इट्स अ मैनुअल वे. Next way is you are basically having a magnetic stirrer that's having a magnet downwards and you are using a bead that is a capsule type. उस कैप्सूल के ऊपर आप लगाते हैं that's a magnetic bead. जब आप इस बीड को इसमें डालते हैं तो इट स्टिक्स हियर. व्हाई? बिकॉज नीचे भी मैग्नेट है तो ये भी मैग्नेट है तो विल अट्रैक्ट. सो यहाँ पे अटैच होता है. देन व्हाट वी डू इज इस मैग्नेटिक बीड को आप कोटिंग करते हैं विद रिगार्ड टू दिस टेफ्लॉन ताकि ये स्ट्रांग हो जाए. बिकॉज कभी कभार आपको ये लिक्विड हीट भी करना पड़ता है, हीट करने की वजह से जो है ताकि इसका कुछ नहीं होगा. सो दैट्स वाई दे आर रेजिस्टेंट टुवर्ड्स हीट. सो यू आर यूजिंग टेफ्लॉन कोटिंग on this and put the bead here, do the stirring. So they are using for magnetic beads. They are also used to coat medical appliances, medical equipments, because of being resistant towards heat and low temperature as well as chemical resistance. Next is that they have low water absorbing capacity. Low water absorbing capacity. They don't absorb water much. They have low water absorbing capacity. Because of this thing, hence are used to make waterproof jackets. जो waterproof jackets होते हैं उनमें आप इस्तेमाल कर सकते हैं टेफ्लॉन को. क्यों? क्योंकि इसकी water absorbing capacity बहुत कम है. So it doesn't absorb water much. That's why it's used to make waterproof jackets. they are having anti-adhesion ability. What does that mean? Anti-adhesion ability means adhesion property. Adhesion hota hai interaction, a kind of interaction between two things. Interaction between two different things, that's called adhesion attraction. Cohesive forces or adhesive forces क्या होते हैं? Adhesive forces are those forces which are between two different substances, two different things. Cohesive forces are those things which are a kind of attraction between two similar things. So जब different चीजों में attraction होगा तो that is the adhesion property. अब anti adhesion माने क्या है? ये टेफ्लॉन की एंटी एडिशन प्रॉपर्टी है, वो ये कि इट डजंट एडहियर, इट डजंट हैव इंटरैक्शन विद द अदर थिंग, मींस इट बिकम नॉन स्टिकी. So this helps to make it this anti-adhesion ability makes it non-sticky. Hanief is used to make what? Non-sticky kitchen utensils. So हम kitchen utensils जो है उनमें आप ये इस्तेमाल कर सकते हैं. कौन? That is the Teflon. You can use Teflon coating. You can use Teflon coating on kitchen utensils. Why? Because it is non-sticky. अगर आप कुछ भी उस बाउल में जिसकी ये कोटिंग करी जाए कुछ डालेंगे तो it doesn't stick to it. It doesn't stick to it. Why? Because it's a non-sticky material. Because it's having anti-adhesion ability. So these were some of the properties and uses of the two polymers, that is the one that is Teflon as well as Orlon. I hope you understand it. This finishes our first part, that is addition polymers. Next hopefully we shall be taking up condensation polymers. Unka bhi hum padhenge properties and how they are made. Hopefully till then take good care of yourselves. Thank you very much.